Hi, this is my design for the covered market in Bradford on Avon. These are the dimensions of the structure. I believe that this structure will be suited in the village of Bradford on Avon because from viewing it from the front, it is a very symmetrical structure, and from the side, because of the sloped roof, it is asymmetrical, and this reflects the variation in architecture of Bradford on Avon, as you have some 17th century and before this period cottages with very uneven roofs, and then you have Georgian period architecture which is very perfectly symmetrical. In addition to this, I believe that it would be very suitable for pushchair users because the sloped roof provides a nice open space which is still covered, and this would allow ease of passage for pushchair users rather than being in a very tightly congested indoor space. The sloped roof also minimises the need for artificial light because this side will be south facing, and it allows more natural light in than if the roof was flat, minimising the need for costly and environmentally and bad for the environment artificial lights. The drainage system is to be hanging chains, as sketched here, and the wood used throughout is to be glue laminated timber because the purlins are required to span a relatively long distance halfway across the roof to the central beam, and glue laminated timber is superior to traditional timber in terms of long spanning beams, and it's also fireproof and has a greater strength to weight ratio. These are some sketches of early designs that were before this one, and this is an early sketch of this design. This is a later one, and this is a 1:1 side view, 1:100 side view scale drawing, and this is a 1:100 front view scale drawing. The connections are to be mainly mortise and tenon because it's strong, and wooden dowels are more environmentally friendly, leaving a lower carbon footprint than steel because it's a renewable resource. And instead of putting the timber directly in the ground because it would rot, we're using steel here to go into the concrete padding, and that's a scale drawing. In terms of member sizing, I did some brief calculations estimating the weight of the roof and then evenly distributing this between the vertical members to make a very rough estimate of the compressive force, and it was well within the 10 Newton per millimetre squared limit. And also I calculated the buckling, whether it would buckle, and it was within the force for that as well. The roof is to be of cedar shingle tiles, and the construction sequence is illustrated here. And I believe that the river should be used as well as the roads to transport materials to avoid noise pollution and congestion in the quiet village. Thank you very much. That's everything.